Hi, ladies. It's Beth from Be Styled, and it's time for Tipsy Tuesday. Fixing my necklaces. Welcome to my empty nest. It's empty. It's just me and Mary and Bill and the dogs. And poor Bill, I'm like, it's Tipsy Tuesday, Bill. Get out of the kitchen. Like he's making a sandwich, rustling up stuff. I'm like, shh, Tipsy Tuesday. Go away. Anyway, hello, welcome. While people are coming on, I'm going to share this to my Just Get Dressed group. Attempt to at least. Watch live video. How are we? Make sure I'm on. I am. I need to figure out how to edit this part out when I save these videos, because I know how annoying this is. It's not letting me share from here, is it? More options. Anyway, how are you, ladies? I am here to talk about 6 habits that relate to style and getting dressed that it's time for us all to break. And these are some habits that I have fallen into recently, actually, some of them. And I fall in and out of them all the time. So it's just, habits to be aware of. I've become kind of a student of habits thanks to my dear friend Carol Perlman, Dr. Carol Perlman, our resident psychologist and motivator extraordinaire, who has helped me with habit formation and whatnot. And this is not working. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about, style is my area of passion and interest and knowledge. And for Carol, it's time management and productivity and health and wellness and nutrition. So, those are not my areas, but I'm here to talk about habits. And I'm not going to call them bad habits because they're not bad. They're just ruts we get into as it relates to our style and getting dressed that let's just try to break. And I'll talk about ways to do that. Okay? Here we go from the top. Number 1. And as you join, let me know if these resonate with you. Like if you're like, yeah, that is me. I'd be curious to know which one of these you guys fall into the trap of doing. Number 1 is buying the same thing over and over and over again. Someone told you they liked your, they liked a certain color on you or whatever, so you only buy that color. Or the better example, I think, is when you look in your closet and you see 6 long sleeve striped t-shirts. Like, I know who's out there who is guilty of that. You know who you are. I see it all the time. Or let's say there's a trend you love, like a puff sleeve tees, like a lace puff sleeve tee top is a popular trend. So you go in your closet and you're like, well, I've got this one, and then I got that one, and then this one and that one, and you have like 5 lace puff sleeve tops. That's, it's a rut. It's a habit. You see something, you get into the mode that, oh, I like that. I like leopard print, for example. So every time you see something that's leopard print, you're like, oh, I'm going to buy that because I like leopard print. And then you just have these closet clones, all this redundancy that you don't need, and you're wasting your money, and it doesn't help your style to have multiples of the same thing. Now, there are exceptions to that. Like, let's say you find a tee or a top that fits you beautifully, that has a perfect neckline. Yeah, you can go buy that in another color. That's different. Or maybe in a pattern, you buy it in a solid, so you go buy the same exact top in a pattern. That's different. I'm talking about truly like buying the same thing over. Who has like 5 gray sweaters? Like, you see a sweater and you love it and it's gray and you're like, well, gray, it's good color on me. It goes with everything. It's neutral. Beth says to buy neutral, so I'll buy it. And then you go to put it away in your closet and you're like, oh, wait, got a lot of gray sweaters there. Okay, let's break that habit. Do we have a deal? All these messages are coming in. Anyway, so buying the same things. Number 2, wearing the same things over and over again. That's kind of a different, well, no, it's actually similar. And by the same things, I don't mean wearing the same top all the time. God knows I do that. But really wearing like the same combination or the same, call it a formula. Like you wear, in the summer, you wear jeans, shorts, and a t-shirt and sneakers. which is a great look. I know I wear it a lot, but you start to wear it every single day and you default to it, and it's pretty much all you wear. It's a habit at that point. It's become a rut. Stop. Mix it up, okay? You know, have a little bit of fun. Wear what you own. Go into your closet and try to wear different things that you already own instead of repeating the same things over and over again. You'll have more fun when you get dressed, okay? Same thing applies to this one. I know we're all guilty right here, is wearing your, call it athleisure, call it your Lululemon, call it your peach, call it your wherever you buy your athletic wear, because you know we're all working out every morning, right, ladies? We're all exercising for at least 30 minutes every day, right? Yes, we are. And then you stay in it all day long because, you know, it's a cute outfit. You know, you bought a cute little workout outfit and you're feeling all sporty and you worked out and so you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna not change. Yes, I do that. Just don't do it all the time. Don't make it a habit, okay? Another example that we all fall into is for you women who work in the office. You have kind of your uniform. And again, I'm a believer in having a style uniform that, like, I think of it as like a go-to outfit that always works. I'm all for that, but you can overdo that too. So, you know, if you are going to an office and you're wearing black dress pants and a shell or a blouse and the same necklace and same pair of earrings and a pair of like black ballet flats, and that's what you wear every time you go to the office, that's a habit, that's a rut. Mix things up. Wear different colored pants, wear different style black pants even. You know, wear a wide leg crop instead of the same straight leg or the same skinny cut. Mix it up. Wear different kind of tops. Maybe wear a pattern. If you're like me and you wear solids all the time, go crazy and wear a pattern. But don't wear the exact same combinations all the time. See if I can read my writing here. These are my very, very efficient notes. You can see how high tech I am here, how prepared I am. But along the same lines of number 2 is number 3, wearing the same jewelry all the time. Yes, you might have a beautiful necklace your husband or your mother gave you that's a gorgeous, diamond pendant, let's say. I don't have one. I did, lost it. And you wear that all the time. I'm all for that too. It's like your signature piece. But maybe throw on something else every once in a while. Layer that significant piece with some costume jewelry. Layer things on. Or if you're like me and you wear silver or gold hoops or studs 360 days a year, mix it up a little bit. Today I put on some different shape hoops instead of my standard round. I put on, what do you call these? They're kind of like a diamond shape hoop. They're still a hoop, but they're a little different. They're a little out of my habit of round hoops and studs almost all the time. Hi, happy Tuesday, Debbie. Hello, everyone. Patty and Susan, so good to see you all here. Let me know if any of these habits or ruts or whatever you want to call it resonate with you. We started with first buying the same things, buying the same striped shirt, the same whatever, whether it's leopard print, whatever, buying the same thing over and over again, wearing the same combinations over and over and over again. And the next one was wearing the same jewelry. Mix things up. Like, I basically, ponytail holder. Maybe that's a bad habit too, wearing your ponytail holder on your wrist, but who doesn't do that? Anyway, I wear basically the same bracelets and I switch. I almost always wear a ring on my right hand and I switch between gold and silver. I have pretty much I have a silver one that I love, not available anymore, sorry, Stella & Dot. They were a great source for right-hand rings though. And then I have the gold band one that does come in silver that is available at Stella & Dot. But I tend to wear a right-hand ring most days. But I don't have 5 right-hand rings. I switch between the 2 that I have, gold and silver. And so, then I have a couple other that sometimes I throw on. But, and I wear the same bracelets most of the time, but I do change my necklaces most days. I get into the habit of wearing, especially in the summer, the same ones, like this silver choker I pretty much leave on and, I work out in it. But then I just layer other ones on top of it. But if you're wearing the same jewelry all the time, mix things up. You own jewelry. I know you ladies. I know you own jewelry. Wear what you own. Get out of that rut. Number 4. Oh, this is a good one. Dressing the same way you did 5 years ago. Okay, now I know a lot of us, myself included, and a lot of you that are watching are classic dressers. You are classic, a lot of you are classic dressers, and I'm all for that. But that really doesn't mean that what you wore 5 years ago, yes, it's a classic look, it's a classic style, let's say, but maybe the jeans you wore 5 years ago, or the shoes you wore 5 years ago, even some of the blazers you wore 5 years ago, they've probably changed in those 5 years in terms of the silhouettes, the cuts. So I'm not saying to throw everything away and start over again, but you're gonna wanna sprinkle in, change up some, and add some modern touches to your classic wardrobe. Update things, update those key pieces. Sprinkle in some trends. Go inexpensive with the trends, and only trends that you personally love, that you see and you think, okay, I love that. Then sprinkle it in. The dogs say hello. There's my empty nest full of dogs. Oh gosh, the UPS man is here. They're running. I left the door open. They're running after the UPS man. Let's hope he doesn't hit him. Actually, it's the Amazon man. Oh, there's my husband to save the day. Anyway, so wearing the same things you wore 5 years ago, we're going to stop doing that. Same thing applies to hair and makeup. The way you did your hair and makeup 5 years ago probably could still very well work, but you might want to update it a little bit, or think about updating it a little bit. 5 years is kind of a long time. Like, think about where you were 5 years ago. I don't even know where I was 5 years ago, and I think a lot of what I have is the same, but it's changed. I mean, I probably was doing style systems 5 years ago, and the outfits and the looks and the items on the checklist, a lot of those are the same, very similar, but they're not exactly the same. There are changes to the styles of those key pieces. The outfit combinations might look very similar, but there are differences because in 5 years, trends have changed and styles have changed. And we want to stay up on these things. We don't want to be a trend mess, hot mess of trends and trying too hard. That's not the goal, of course. But we want to be relevant and modern and hip and chic and have fun getting dressed. Okay, so that was number 4. You with me? Number 5 is another one. Raise your hand. I'm pretty good about not doing this. There's a very good friend of mine who, I don't know, she's working, she's not watching this, but if she does watch this, she'll know I'm talking about her. A very good friend of mine who I tease all the time because she wears black, white, and gray. Black and gray, but occasionally white, but mostly black and gray all the time. All the time. And when she wears like a blush top or a burgundy top, which is great on her, and I see her, I'm like, whoa, you look amazing. And she's like, I knew I was going to be seeing you, Beth, so I didn't put my gray sweater on. But it's fun. It's great. It really brightens your face. So if you are in a rut of wearing black, white, and gray, or always wearing navy, or always wearing tan and camel, all great colors. Some of my favorite colors. But if you wear them all the time because they're safe, because they go with everything, because they're neutral, and Beth says that neutrals are good, or more likely because you don't want to draw attention to yourself. Those colors, no, I can't wear color because it's too risky, or I wouldn't know what to wear it with, or I don't want to look like I'm trying too hard, or it's too bright, or is that a right color for me? Am I going to look? No, so I'll just wear the gray sweater. Who here can relate to that? And actually, I don't have a watch. At 1 o'clock today, I am going on live on Instagram for the first time on the Instagram account of Color Guru. Your Color Guru, I think is her name, or Color Guru. A lot of you know her, Jeannie Stilth. Anyway, I'm going on her Instagram page as a guest. How fun is that? So hop over there at 1 o'clock Eastern time. And so if you are a color phobe and you don't know what colors you look good on you, or what colors to pick, I highly recommend her service. It's an online service. It's easy to do. It's yourcolorguru.com. You can use my code BStyled, BSTYLED, BStyled without any and get 10% off any of her packages. But a lot of you, I see your names, a lot of you have done it. And a lot of you had like mind-blowing, revelations. A lot of you were like, oh yeah, that's pretty much what I wear and what I like. And it confirmed. But at the end, and if you don't want to pay and do a professional color analysis, the other advice I give you is pick colors that you put on and that you love. And don't worry about, is it your color? You love it. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, you think, wow, that color looks good on me. Or when you wear it, like my friend who puts on like this color on her, or blush, or even burgundy, and I go bananas, that's a pretty good tip that's a good color on you. So if you're a color phobe, think about those things you wear that you get a reaction from. But beware, this is something I learned from the color guru, beware if you always wear neutrals and then you go and get like a mustard yellow sweater because it's a hot color for fall, and you put it on, and you're always wearing neutral, and you go to work and everyone's like, wow, I like that, you look great, I like that sweater, I like that color. Be careful that they're not just saying that they're not just commenting on the fact that, wow, look at you, you're wearing color for a change, and that it actually is a good color on you, right? Because that can happen. Just because it's a color and people aren't used to seeing you in color, they might react. Make sure it's a color that actually looks good on you, and you can figure that out either by getting an analysis or just by looking in the mirror, looking in the sunlight, taking selfies. Take mirror selfies close up in front of a window with that color on. If you're questioning whether like gold, yellow, mustard yellow looks good on you, like I would do that. I would look at that, and then I'd put maybe a lemon yellow on and take a picture. And to me, it would be very obvious that the lemony yellow looks better on me than the gold yellow. But the gold yellow is going to look amazing on, like, for example, this friend I'm talking about. I'm thinking I don't know actually. Gold yellow, I'd have to ask Jeannie who looks good in gold yellow. Definitely if you're like an autumn coloring, gold yellow is going to be good. But I'm not going to get into color analysis because that is not my area of expertise. But my message is wear color. Don't be afraid to wear color. Don't get into the habit of only wearing black, gray, white, cream, neutrals all the time. There is a time and a place for like an all neutral outfit. A lot. I love that. One of my favorite looks. But decide why you're always wearing neutrals. Is it get into your psyche. And speaking of psyche, my last habit that I see probably more than any of these other habits, and that upset me or that impact me in my heart more than any of these. It's the only one that impacts me in my heart. The rest of them don't really impact me in my heart. This one does. And this is when you get into the habit of, in your head, or God forbid out loud, God forbid in front of your daughter or anyone else, talk about how I can't wear that because I'm too old. I can't wear that because I'm too fat. I can't wear that because I've gained weight and I blah, blah. I'm not going to get dressed because I put on the COVID-20 and I'm a hot mess and forget it. I'm a mess. And you talk about yourself that way. I'm fat. I'm a mess. I gained weight in COVID. I blah, blah, blah. And it becomes depressing to get dressed. That rhymes. You don't want that. You don't want to have getting dressed be depressing. And when you talk to yourself in those ways, like I tell my kids, when they talk to themselves, when they say, I'm stupid, or I can't do this, or they're smarter than I am, I say, cancel. Nope. You change the script. Cancel. Stop yourself in your tracks. You replace it with another mantra. I tell my kids, say, I can do hard things. This is hard, but I can do hard things. Or everything is figure outable. That's Marie Forleo's line. This is hard, everything is figure outable. I can go on Google and figure this out. All right? Those are examples I tell my kids, but that's not about style. But what you're going to do is tell yourself, yeah, all right, I did gain some weight. This has been a stressful year. I've been stuck at home with kids. I've been, taking care of an elderly mother. I've put on weight. I'm not exercising the way I'd like to. I'm eating, junk too much, and I've put on weight. You could acknowledge it and be like, yeah, that's lousy, but give yourself a break. It's been a tough time. Give yourself some time to be like, yeah, I'm not where I want to be. and acknowledge that. And then, first of all, get dressed in the body you are in this second. Put clothes on that you like and that you feel good in this second. Here comes another truck. And then if you really don't feel good, you need to do something about it, right? And there's so many resources, and I'm not saying it's easy, but there are resources. It always feels better if you take some steps, even small steps. Reach out to a friend who's had some success. Reach out to me if you want to. I highly recommend reaching out to Carol Perlman. Message her on Facebook. You probably already know her. She is the most responsive, caring person almost that I've ever met through the internet, for sure. I mean, if you're looking for some guidance and some help, just drop her a message on Instagram or Facebook, or contact me and I'll give you her text, all right? And just be like, Carol, I need some help. Like she'll throw you a lifeline, life raft, life vest, whatever. She'll give you some ideas. And no, she's not going to try to sell you a bunch of stuff. She does sell things, but that's not what she's all about. A lot of this stuff you can do without buying anything. But you might need some help. You might need some hand holding. And she's the person when it comes to, diet, nutrition, wellness habits. You can't beat her. You can't. And she's a good person, and she's a personal friend, and I give her my 100% recommendation as a friend. This is not a sponsored video either. I love how the YouTubers say that. I've always wanted to say that. This is not a sponsored video, and it truly is not. But that is my number one message at the end of all this is stop with the negative talk. That's a habit. It is a habit that you've probably developed when you were a little girl, maybe, or maybe when you were 20, or maybe when you had kids, or maybe when you hit menopause, where you start to say this garbage to yourself that you wouldn't say to your best friend. You certainly wouldn't say to your daughter. I mean, before you talk to yourself that way, think about if you were to talk that way to your best friend or your daughter, or if you were to have your daughter overhear you say those things, which she probably does, even if you don't think she's overhearing it. And I don't have daughters, and a lot of you have grown daughters, but that's something I've always read about. Girls don't need to hear their mothers beat up on themselves, on their physical appearance. It's does not serve anyone. Okay? So cancel. That's what you say in your head when you start to see cancel, and then replace it with something that does serve you. Like, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to work to improve. I'm going to work to get healthier. I'm going to make this next meal, I'm going to make good choices. Break it down into small little habits, little voices in your head. Oh gosh, Sally, who's one of my favorite nutritionists, she's a nutritionist, but she helps young families, or any families with kids, families without kids, like put food on the table. Like, I need this girl, Sally. She's one of my favorites. I got to read. Don't go away, Sally. What are you saying? Sons internalize negative talk about food too. Oh my gosh, they do. Believe me, I know that firsthand too. And I've made mistakes in that department. That's a very good point, Sally. Very, very good point. Because I have been guilty of that. Because sometimes you think, well, they're a boy. Like, what are they? They don't have body image issues. Yes, they do. And they are hearing it from social media and everywhere else, just like girls are. It's different, but it's the same, and the same negative spiraling self-talk can happen with boys. So thank you, Sally, for reminding me of that, because have been guilty of that. And that's so important. I'm so glad you mentioned that. That is so important. I hate to, because I got a soft spot for boys. Also, that color on you is amazing. Well, this is one of my colors that I never used to buy. It's kind of a rose color. I'd normally buy like fuchsia and hot pink. And this was on my Color Guru card. And because I am going on her, what time is it? I hope it's not 1 o'clock. And because I'm going on her Instagram page at 1 o'clock, I figured I should wear one of my colors. So this is the peach. Don't know the name. It's in the new fall collection. The color is called Rose something rose. And they call it a performance top, but I'm actually wearing it with black pants. And, I think you could totally wear this to work. But watch this. When I turn around, it's got this flirty low back, but I'm wearing a regular bra, just a regular run-of-the-mill bra, not a sports bra or anything. And I love it. And oh, there's something happening tonight. I don't think I can tell you, but tonight at 8 o'clock, I'm online a lot. I'm overexposed today because tonight at 8 Eastern time, I'm going on live with Peach at their headquarters, talking about workwear made easy, mixing and matching pieces for workwear for all you ladies who, work in offices, get dressed for work. And I'm going to tell a little secret. This color is going to appear in a very work appropriate item. I'll tell you that. And so is this color. There's going to be 2 new items. This color is going to appear in a work-related item, and this color is going to appear in a work-related item. So don't tell them you heard it from me because I think it's supposed to be a surprise, and I might get in big trouble. But anyway, tonight at 8, and then it'll be available online at 8 o'clock. These special things. But the goal, my goal at least tonight at 8, is to talk about strategies for dressing, mixing and matching, not pigeonholing your work clothes. I'm getting off a tangent, but I know some of you working ladies are here. I don't recommend having 2 wardrobes, having your work. This is my work wardrobe. This is my non-work wardrobe. I mean, yes, some of you are like Julie, you're an attorney. Like you're going to have definitely your court work clothes. But the workplace has become so much more casual and flexible, work from home, work virtually, come in a couple days a week where there are very few jobs, I think, right? Am I right? Where you're wearing a full suit type outfit every day. If you are, God bless you. Go to Ann Taylor. They've got great suits. But I'm a big believer in getting the most out of your wardrobe and buying separates that you can mix and match, wear to work, wear on the weekends, wear out to dinner with your husband, and in some cases even wear to the gym. That's the beauty of Peach. Gym, work, play. And that's a great way of getting more bang out of your buck. Okay? So I need to go and get ready for Color Guru over on Instagram. Join me over there if you wish. And thanks for joining. Let me see if anyone had any questions. Love that shirt. I didn't see it. I know this was one that I don't know if it got a lot of play, and I don't remember the name, but if you go under fall, the new fall collection, you'll see it. It also comes in cloud, which is a great not stark white, off-white, but it's got neat details and really nice fabric. It's ribbed. It's not a sweater, but it's definitely not a t-shirt. It's an elevated fabric. It's a regular length. You could wear it out as kind of a curved hem, or you could, of course, half tuck it. And again, it's got the business in the front, party in the back. And if you wear it to work and that back is too much for your office, you just throw your Ponte blazer on over it. You're good to go. Okay, any other questions? Workwear, yay, watch. Oh, the top makes my eyes look blue. Well, that's neat. Jan Jack, need you. I need you. Oh, Jan, I always need you. You're such a sweetheart. Well, thank you all for watching. And this was a lot of fun. You ladies totally feel like, oh, here's a big one. I currently have only black, white, and gray sweaters. Just got my colors from the Color Guru, so I'm looking forward. I can't see anymore. Melinda, it's going to change your life. And one other thing about that. When you know what colors are good for you, it makes shopping so much easier. So number 1, when I talked about people who buy the same things as the first bad habit we're going to break, if you know your colors, you're not going to buy the same gray sweater over and over again because you're going to know, oh, this shade of rose pink is a really good color on me. Instead of buying hot pink or magenta, it narrows the choices and the options. I still love my hot pink and magenta, and I think a version of those are my colors, but this is a really good pink on me. Just for reference, I am a calm, funny, calm summer is what I am. So it changed a lot of what I was always reaching for color-wise. It wasn't a huge change, but perfect example. I used to wear royal blue all day long, like a bright royal blue. And I still like that color. Blue eyes, I figured it worked, but I had professional pictures taken in royal blue, and the makeup artist said, oh, you have very warm coloring. And she put very warm makeup on, like peachy lips and peachy blush. And then I had the royal blue on, and those pictures, I just don't even really use them. You can, I've used, they're just not great. And that was before I did the Color Guru. What a waste. Anyway, as usual, I am digressing, but it's all related, right? Let's see, any other questions? I'm just gonna go back, make sure I didn't miss anyone. I love when you guys interact with me. Makes me feel like I'm talking to you. Long necklaces are hot in the summer. Do you mean hot like uncomfortable? See, I don't think so. Really, Jan? You think it makes you feel hot to wear a long necklace? I'm gonna take exception to that. How could a long necklace make you feel hot, Jan? Come on, it's a necklace. It's not like a big chain around your neck, it's just a necklace. Nice try, I'm not buying it. Wear the long necklace, even if it's hot. Okay, Kathy's guilty of the striped shirts, have way too many. Rebecca, are you here? Rebecca Ward is the major striped shirt. I think she actually gave away a bunch recently during a closet clean out. That's the important thing. You got to do the closet clean out, ladies. You know, and now's a great time to do it. And quick plug for the fall style system, which is now available for everyone. And you can add the closet clean out to the fall style system. And I highly recommend, if you haven't done it, if you don't have that program, it's a step-by-step, takes you through step-by-step manageable tasks to get it done. I highly recommend doing that. And then joining the fall style system, where we will break all these habits, I promise. Okay, I gotta go. I don't know what time it is. I'm afraid I'm gonna be late. Gotta go. Thanks for watching. And maybe I'll see you over on Color Guru or tonight at Peach at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Go to the Peach page and I think you can register for that 8 o'clock Eastern time event. I'll see you then. Bye.